Good afternoon. I am Marika Joy B. Inlgaim, who will be discussing on job analysis. What is job analysis? Job analysis is the process of studying a job to determine which activities and responsibilities it includes, its relative importance to other jobs, the qualifications necessary for performance of the job, and the conditions under which the work is performed. An important concept in job analysis is that the job, not the person doing the job, is assessed. Even though human resources may collect some job analysis data from incumbents. Job analysis is often confused with job evaluation, but the two activities are quite different. Job evaluation is the process of comparing a job to other jobs within the organization to determine the appropriate pay rate and is not addressed in this toolkit. Examples of how an organization may use job analysis data: workforce planning, performance management, recruitment and selection, career and succession planning, training and development, compensation administration, health, safety and security, employee or labor relations, and risk management. Information collection. Job analysis involves collecting information on characteristics that differentiate jobs. The following factors help make distinctions between jobs: knowledge, skills, and abilities needed, work activities and behaviors, interactions with others, internal and external, performance standards, financial budgeting and impact, machines and equipment used, working conditions, supervision provided and received. If an employer has not already done so, grouping jobs with related functions is helpful in the job analysis process by identifying the job family, job duties, and tasks of related work. For example, job family, grouping of related jobs with broadly similar content. Job, group of tasks, duties, and responsibilities an individual performs that make up his or her total work assignment. Task, a specific statement of what a person does with similar tasks grouped into a task dimension. A technical service job family, for example, could be identified as follows: job family, which is technical service; job, which is technical service representative; and task provides technical support to customers by telephone. Job analysis methods. Determining which task employees perform is not easy. The most effective technique when collecting information for a job analysis is to obtain information through direct observation as well as from the most qualified incumbents via questionnaires or interviews. The following describes the most common job analysis method: open-ended questionnaire. This questionnaire allows only specific responses aimed at determining the frequency with which specific tasks are performed, their relative importance, and the skills required. The structured questionnaire is helpful to define a job objectively, which also enables analysis with computer models. Second, highly structured questionnaire. These questionnaires allow only specific responses aimed at determining the frequency with which specific tasks are performed, their relative importance, and the skills required. The structured questionnaire is helpful to define a job objectively, which also enables analysis with computer models. Another one is interview. In a face-to-face interview, the interview obtains the necessary information from the employee about the cases needed to perform the job. The interviewer uses predetermined questions, with additional follow-up questions based on the employee's response. This method works well for professional jobs. Then, we have observation. Employees are directly observed performing job tasks, and observations are translated into the necessary cases for the job. Observation provides a realistic view of the job's daily tasks and activities and works best for short cycle production jobs. Another one is the diary or log. A work diary or log is a record maintained by the employee and includes the frequency and timing of tasks. The employee keeps logs over a period of days or weeks. HR analyzes the logs, identifies patterns, and translates them into duties and responsibilities. This method provides an enormous amount of data, but much of it is difficult to interpret, may not be job related, and is difficult to keep up to date. And behavioral event interview. Behavioral event interviewing, a competency based job analysis, differs from the traditional job analysis, which focuses solely on the evaluation of tasks, duties, and responsibilities. Use of job analysis data. Job descriptions and specifications. HR uses the job analysis output to develop a job description and job specifications. The job description summarizes and organizes the information for the organization's job related actions. Generally, the job description and specifications are combined but compartmentalized to enable independent updating as needed. Then, the compensation decisions. In relation to employee pay practices, job analysis has two critical uses. It establishes similarities and differences in job content, and it helps determine the internal equity and relative worth of like jobs. If jobs have equal content, then the pay established for them will likely be equal. If, on the other hand, job content is perceptibly different, then those differences, along with the market rates, will become part of the rationale for paying certain jobs differently. And another use of job analysis is the selection assessments. Job analysis information can also be used as a basis for selecting or developing employment assessments that measure the most critical tasks or cases. Some assessments involve work samples that simulate job tasks and require candidates to demonstrate that they can perform these tasks effectively. HR uses job oriented or task based job analysis data as a basis for developing these types of assessment because they focus directly on assessing how well job candidates can perform critical work tasks. Other assessment methods focus on measuring cases that are required to perform just job tasks effectively, such as various mental abilities, physical abilities, or personality traits depending on the job's requirement.